it's good to follow the rules, just in case. Here's your spooky spot on the Spirit Halloween Trick or Treat Spirit Collector's Box. Yes, welcome back, boils and ghouls, as of course we start our series of spooktacular reviews. I did want to start things a little bit earlier this time around, simply just because I know there's going to be a big boatload of things I have to get through during the month of Spottober. We're going to start things off first with what I found over at Spirit Halloween. This was not easy to find, granted. I was actually looking for other things, and I just happened to be going past the checkout line, and sure enough, I looked down and I saw a case. It wasn't this case. It was actually a case. I feel like it was probably, just trying to think of actually what it was now. Was it Hocus Pocus? I think it was either like Hocus Pocus or no, it was Harry Potter. I picked it up just assuming, I wasn't sure really what it was, and it looked obviously like a VHS cassette tape box. Well, sure enough, looking through the rest of the clamshells they had available, I stumbled across this one here, the Trick or Treat one, of course featuring Sam here on the front of the box. Now, of course, I could not pass on this. Not only is this Spirit Halloween's exclusive, it does contain 6 ghoulish items inside for one great price. It'd be somewhat debatable, of course, once we finally get this opened up. But the fact that it actually looks like an old clamshell case had me sold right away. By the way, the price point here in Canada was a very scary $18.99. Ooh, you want to talk scary things? Look at the price, $18.99. But featured, though, on the back, again, not only does this look like an actual original clamshell case, but on the back, it does advertise, it does contain, it shows the parts of what you'll find inside. A patch, a button, a decal, and a lanyard. Now, right away, you may be looking at that, and even though you're getting 2 of this and you're getting 2 of this, that might not still be worth the $18.99 asking price. I would imagine, though, that even underwhelming the items may be inside. The idea, though, that I have myself a clamshell case featuring Trick or Treat, which never really found a light of day when it came to VHS release. The idea of actually having a clamshell case, I think, is pretty cool. Neat thing that they also did as well, instead of actually have VHS, they had SHV. I think that's Spirit Halloween Video. That's my guess. Oh, well, actually, it says right there, Spirit Halloween and then Home Video. So that's what it is, SHV. Also, while we're going to be going ahead and opening this up, releasing its ghoulish contents inside, I may actually tack on to this review something separate I didn't think was going to be really good for just a standalone video. I found this at a gas station. This is Fanta Zero Sugar. What the Fanta? I guess the idea is really don't know what flavor this is going to be. It's a naturally flavored sparkling beverage. That's a nice way of saying it. It just contains a whole lot of sugar. But again, like I don't know what flavor this is. I would imagine it'd probably be like a grape flavor. But again, I figured I probably would open this up as we're unbagging this, cutting open the seal to reveal the contents inside. I know I've already yammered away. What I think I might, though, do first is I'm going to open up the Fanta, and I'm just going to see what flavor this is. Now, again, this wouldn't have just stood well on its own just to be a separate video, but I figured I'd open it up here. Of course, not hopefully spill the contents anywhere in the process. Yeah, Fanta with a question mark. Not really sure exactly what flavor it is, but let's still, though, give it a try. A pause, a dramatic pause. It's very sweet. I feel like it's almost a combination between grape, only a slight bit of licorice flavor, sort of mixed with Pepsi. It's very sweet, though. I just want to check. Let's look on the side here. How many grams of sugar did this actually have? It has, well, 0 grams. Oh, right, yeah, because it's 0 sugar. But it's got to have a lot of sweetener in it. Just looking at the side contents. No, I know nobody really cares about this, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't have sugar, but I'm sure it's more than making up for it. It doesn't certainly feel like it's got 0 sugar. It feels like it's got 10 times the amount of sugar that was normally expected to be in a soda. Anyways, I'm just going to seal that up for right now. Fanta with question mark. Unknown the flavor. Again, I would probably say it would be like a grape, a little bit of licorice, a little bit of Pepsi. That's sort of my guess. Anyways, though, back to the review. Now, of course, I'm going to grab myself a knife. I've got now McCutcheon's. He's going to be joining us moving forward through the spooktacular season. We're going to cut the tape, or cut the seal, so to speak. We're just going to remove the wrapper. Now, again, it has 6 items inside. One thing it also says, too, it has reversible package arts. I don't know exactly what that is. I'm guessing you could be able to. Let's just, oh, this is cool. Open this up, and inside you've got a VHS tape. But I guess before we actually check that out, I'm just curious to see. Oh, okay, so the other side, I don't want to rip this. Don't want to rip this. There we go. So on the other side, so we've got this side here that sort of has more of a worn away cover to it, as if this is found in an old video store somewhere. And then there's this one that is just a regular cover. Now the thing about this one is this side not only doesn't have the wear and tear to it, but it also does omit all these extra things. So if you don't really like the idea that this advertises that it's not a video cassette case, it does remove the 6 items, it does remove this Spirit Halloween sticker, and it does also remove the reversible package art. So it just gives you just a regular insert, which I think is good, but I would have also loved if they could have carried over a little bit of that wear there as well. So it actually did look like an actual case. That being said, I know how much time we've already eaten up not even looking at the contents, but let's just slide this back the other way around, just so again it looks a little bit more polished. Oh, it's going to get everywhere. I'm going to rip this. Let's not hopefully rip this in the process. You know what, should I leave it? Should I leave it? Should I proceed? Let's just proceed. Slide this all the way in. It really was never intended. I'm sure it was, obviously it was by the fact that they advertised it on it, but just to do this in front of camera, do I have it all the way on there? I have it almost all, okay, there we go. So that's what it looks like with the reversible cover, which I'm sure is probably going to be the way I'm going to be displaying it. If I overlook the fact it has Spirit Home Video on the top there, I mean, it does actually legitimately look like a trick-or-treat case from back in the 80s. That being said, though, let's pull out the video cassette box. And this is, again, like really nice packaging. You've got the trick-or-treat label there on the front, on the top there also as well. And it says, we must rewind you to rewind. Oh, we must remind you to rewind. All right, I'll get my act together. I'm going to open up the top of the box there. And I'm going to keep this too. I want to make sure, that looks just as good, I feel. And just want to make sure I got all the contents out there. Let's just put this to the side. Well, for the presentation purpose of it all, let's just have that there. Let's have that there. There we go. And let's look at the things that we actually got. So first of all, we got ourselves a patch. Of course, it's Sam's Lollipop, already half bitten. He's going to cut somebody's throat with that. That's a nice little patch. Kind of actually looking at it, it looks like it's glowing in the dark, even though obviously it's not. The lights are still on, unless your eyes are closed. So that's kind of cool. A little patch. I'm sure I could sew that onto my denim jacket. Got a couple of pins also as well, one of which being a jack-o'-lantern, the other one being it says, always check your candy. I like that. Just very small pins. I kind of wish that they were a little bit bigger, but still decent looking pins. And then we've got some, should I really open these? I guess you guys, if you wanted to see what these look like opened, let's quickly, because I know you got places you need to go, people you need to see. Should I just grab the knife? Let's just grab the knife. Cut that right open. Let's not drop the pins in the process. There we go. So the first one is a jack-o'-lantern. One of the jack-o'-lanterns actually we see on the poster and I think also in the movie. And then we've got this one here. Always check your candy, 1031. A good rule to follow, that's for sure. And then we've also got ourselves a couple of stickers, I believe. So we're going to open those up also as well. I don't think I need a knife to do this. Is everybody, by the way, looking forward to Halloween this year? I know I am. The first one we have is a really interesting art. This has Sam, but as you can see, it does have half the side of his mask ripped away, and he's got a big bag of candy. Although looking at the candy, I see there's teeth, I see there's human organs, and I think I'm also seeing a human hand. I don't know what doors Sam is going up to get a treat, a series of treats like this. That's a pretty cool looking sticker though. And then the other one we have this one, which is basically all the kids from the bus. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. These, by the way, you just simply peel the back off. I'm going to stick those somewhere. I don't know whereabouts I'm going to be sticking them just yet, but believe you me, I will find a spot for that. And then the last thing we have is a lanyard. I've actually been on the market lately looking for a lanyard. Just with the way my work is right now, you really have to have your card visible at all times. So I could use myself this little lanyard here. The lanyard, oh, Has a Holly Ho chocolate bar on the end of it, made of fairly soft rubbery plastic. And then, of course, we got the little insert card. You don't have to necessarily use the trick-or-treat card provided in the inside. You could simply just, you know, again, take the card out. Which side is it supposed to? Oh, it's on this side. Slide the card out, and then, of course, you would just be able to insert your card in there. You could also just put your a name tag in there that says, hey, hi, I'm so-and-so, John McCutcheon's. Oh, you're of the same McCutcheon's clan as my knife. And then, of course, we've got on the actual lanyard cable, we got trick-or-treat on the one side. And I'm guessing it looks to be part of Sam's mask and his lollipop on the other side. So that's not bad, not bad. The thing about it, though, I'm just going to kind of look through, once again, all the things we got. So we got a lanyard. We've got a couple of rather interesting stickers. I just happen to have dropped one of them onto the floor. There we go. We got Sam, and then we've got, of course, the bus riding kids. Wrong way, wrong way. And then we got a couple of pins. And we all started this, of course, with a patch. Now, if I was to say collectively add everything up based on what we've got right here, there's probably, I would say maybe like $5 worth of stuff. So I think if it was just a bag, let's just say it was a bag with Trick or Treat on the front of it, and then it contained all of these items, I don't know if I would necessarily say it was worth the scary price of $18.99. Granted, though, the fact that it was actually contained inside of a cardboard box that replicates an old VHS tape, and the fact that it also came inside of a clamshell case that looks like an old case that we would have had from the old video store days, I think for the $18.99 asking price, that's not bad at all. If it was anything more than that, let's say well into the 20s, or I don't dare even say $30, I think that would be a little on the steeper side. But I think for $18.99 here, Canadian asking prices, of course, I think that's a pretty good price, all in all. And of course, at the end of it, I still have myself a nice little clamshell case, overlooking, of course, the obvious is that Spirit Halloween on the top there. But I think it's still a believable enough case that I think it's going to look good on the shelf with like my old VHS tapes that I've been now collecting. What do you guys think? Do you think this is something that would be worth the price of asking, like $18.99? Do you think that's a little high? Do you think that's a little low? Do you think that's just right, Baby Bear? Let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, if you guys are interested to get this one for yourself, it is available as of right now at Spirit Halloween. That should now all be opened up. One of them opened a little further away from me. That was actually the first one I went to, but the most local one to me, which isn't as local as it was the last year. Last year's was ideal. It was only 5 minutes away. But I guess the most closest one to me just opened at the time of shooting this video, like last week. So, of course, now we're having a look at all these things. And more, of course, spookerific things will be coming your way during the month of Spooktober. If you guys enjoyed this video, why not hit it with a like? If you guys are loving the content you guys are seeing and you're on board for more spooky spots for 2023, rest assured more will be coming your way. Of course, as always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.